Take two, Outchy Brothers in Europe, day 4. What's up, everybody? We're still trying to do this. It's tough. We're both really tired, but we're gonna keep the consistency going and try to tell you what we did today, if not just for our own records. So today we went to 2 places. Today was a long day. We had two different excursions that we were doing. The first one was starting at 7 in the morning. Neither of us got much sleep at all, so we're both really tired starting out. So after breakfast, I realized I didn't have the ticket to actually get onto the excursion with Brett. So we both ran back to the room really quick because we thought we had maybe 10 minutes before they were going to leave because it was going kind of slow. I came into the cabin, grabbed the ticket, and we ran back. And when we got back to the lounge, our group was gone. So we decided to just get on a tender boat and go on to the island. We thought we'd meet up with everybody there, and that was fine.
Thinking we had a ticket.
Right. We did have a ticket, but it turns out that the ticket, when we got up to the bus, was the wrong ticket. It was actually for something else. I don't even know what it was. But I grabbed the wrong one because I didn't know we had 2. So that put me into a little bit of a panic. I stayed calm, but it was scary because I thought we were going to have to skip the trip, and Brett and I or Mom and Dad paid for this one, and they probably wouldn't have been very happy if we had to just sit on the island and waste the money. So I was rummaging through my bag, and I pulled out the day's newspaper for our trip, and it had the receipt in it that showed that we had actually purchased the trip. So showed it to the lady. She said, okay, fine. She took out a piece of paper and wrote it down, and that was our lost ticket voucher. So we got there, well, actually before everybody else did that was in our group. So when Mom finally got there, Mom and Eva, we found out that Dad was looking for us, trying to tell us that our bus had gotten changed because that announcement was made when we weren't actually there. So that was holding the whole entire group up, and Dad still wasn't there. And if he wasn't there on the next boat that came in, they were going to have to leave without him, and he was going to have to take another bus. Long story long, Dad actually got there on time. We all made it to our tour, and it was fine. And it was the island of Patmos. It was basically a big lesson in Christianity, basically on the revelation of John and all that stuff. And we went into his cave where he had his revelation, I guess.
Yeah, he wrote Revelations.
The book of Revelations, and that was interesting. It was a cool town. It was very hilly. It was very labyrinth-like. Really easy to get lost. But we had a good time there, and it was about a 2.5-hour trip. And we came back to the boat and had some time to kill before we went to
our tour guide was
the big
fun.
tour.
She was fun. She didn't sleep. She actually slept less than we did, apparently. She was at a party the night before, and she kept saying like, "Oh, to your left, or to your right, you'll see islands." And it was, of course, the land. It was like a wall. And she did that a few times on both sides. And people eventually corrected her, and then she told us to remember that, we're on bus 5 and it was bus 7. But she was really nice, and, she finally, after corrected, acknowledged, that she, was making a couple silly mistakes. But she was nice and fun, and we all got free frappes, which is like an iced coffee at the end of that excursion. And yeah, going into the cave that John had his revelation is really neat. I would imagine that would be cool for a lot of people to see, Christian or not Christian. There's a lot of Christian history in Greece, and I had no idea how much there was until today. And I still don't quite understand all of it, but it's a lot.
They were actually having a ceremony in the cave when we were in there, and all these tourists were walking through, and the people were doing pretty well with it. I mean, they didn't look too annoyed. Some people looked a little bit annoyed, but I would be really annoyed if tourists were coming through during that. But anyways, that was fun. And then the trip that Brett and I paid for ourselves came later in the day to Ephesus, which is one of the oldest remaining city, like one of the oldest cities, oldest preserved cities, I think is what Anno said. Dating back to, was it before Christ or was it like just after Christ? I think it might have been before.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was just a big city of ruins, but it was really big. Like, we thought it was just going to be like an amphitheater or something and like a few stones here and there, but it was a huge thing. We've got a million pictures of it. It's really beautiful. and you get to touch everything. It wasn't really hands off like we hear the Acropolis is. We're going to see that tomorrow, hopefully. But it was a lot of fun. Mom loved it, and we got some really cool pictures. And I think that one was worth the money. I think that was well worth it. That was Panos' recommendation, and it was right. So.
That's in Turkey, by the way.
Yeah, that's in Turkey. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. I was gonna say, and then we went to Turkey, but actually that was in Turkey. And after the tour ended, we didn't have much time. We were actually ushered into a rug store where they make the Turkish rugs, and they gave us a small demonstration of that, and it was basically one big sales pitch. We didn't know it, but we were there, I don't know, for maybe a half hour. They served us apple tea, and they were really nice. Yeah, it was like apple juice, but like a little better. And at the end of the presentation of the rugs, like everybody got up, and the guy who was leading the presentation like came over and started talking to Mom and Dad, and then Mom like didn't want anything to do with it, and Brett and I were like, we don't have any money, and so the guy like keyed in on Dad, and he got stuck there, and we went downstairs and left him.
But that you get sucked in real easy because people will like almost literally pull you into their store and almost force you to buy stuff, and then of course you can't just simply buy something. You have to bargain with them to get the price down. So Nick was off taking a picture of something, and I got sucked into a store and ended up buying a shirt and negotiating it down to, I don't know, like $55 or something like that. And it's a nice shirt, but
Down from 76. He did a pretty good job.
way too much work if you want to just buy a shirt. You shouldn't have to fight for it.
Yeah, the thing is,
And then as I was walking out, another guy's like, "Come!" Oh, he's trying to put this cologne in my hand, and I was like, "I don't want it." And he was like, "No, 2 for $30," and it was just, oh god, I didn't like it.
And the other thing, they take all sorts of money. They take American, they take lira, they take euro, sterling. They take it all, and that right there makes you feel like weird because the exchange rate changes all the time, and you don't know if you're getting screwed or not. So
our guy translated from lira to euro to American. Like he was trying to lose me in that.
Exactly. It was like a used car salesman thing.
Yeah, and he wouldn't even check with his boss to see if he could give me. It's so stupid.
Right, back and forth. Like, I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, right.
Stupid.
You don't know. Yeah, you know how much you paid for this, but whatever. It was an experience, and we got to, say we were in Turkey. I think we're going back to Turkey later on, but it was nice to be there for today. And there was a really nice breeze because it was really hot out, and the breeze really kept us all, happy, especially Mom.
Yeah, and our tour guide was really good in Turkey. She was really good.
Yeah.
She knew all of her stuff, and it was super informative and fun, and great sense of humor, and could relate to everybody, and it was really good.
And then we came back and had it was dress up night for dinner. It was a formal night, and that was okay. Went pretty well. And then we went to see the show again, the nightly show on the boat, and that had they were doing show tunes, and they were trying to do some American songs. It was interesting.
Yeah, they had funny accents.
I took some video of it, and I might actually put that up on the video portion of Flickr. But anyways, that's pretty much it. We're just really tired today. We're going to go to bed now because we got to get up at 6 again or something stupid. It's already 20 past 12, so we're going to go to bed now.
Oh, he's going to bed. And I'm not going to bed.
Oh.
Yet.
I didn't know that. So, okay. He's not going to bed, but I am. Wow, it should be another fun day for you tomorrow then.
Yeah.
That's it. See you tomorrow back in Athens. We're actually going to see the Parthenon, so maybe we'll get some real pictures of it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and I get to get my gyros on.
There you go. I
mean, they're
that's
plain,
all you
but
need.
they're really good. I love it. I don't know.
That's all you need. More energy coming tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.